Sometimes there aren't even numbers, right? So anyways, it says a car travels at a constant speed around a circular track with a circumference equal to 2 miles. So that's some information that I think is important. Before I read any further, I'm going to write that down. So I'm going to say that the circumference is equal to 2 miles. It says if the car records a time of 15 minutes, that's our time, for 9 laps. That's important information. We'll talk about that. That's really the number of revolutions, sort of. So we'll come back to that. What is the linear speed of the car? Miles per hour. Okay, miles per hour. So we're going to have to do some conversions and all that stuff. The formula they give us, though, is that the linear speed velocity is equal to the arc length, right, times or divided by time. All right, so let's do a couple of things. Well, let's figure out what S is, because I'm going to have to plug stuff into this formula. I think I know the time, but I need to convert that to hours, right? Oh, I forgot to write the number down. 15 minutes. So S is the arc length, right? So when we think about that, S is how far we go around the circle. Well, we go around the circle for 9 laps. All right, well, each time or 1 lap around equals 2 miles. So to figure out we say arc length, and we're used to thinking of arc length as a portion of a circle. But our arc length is just the total distance that we travel in a circle. You can go the whole circle. You can go more than one time. So to figure this out, I'm going to say 9 times 2, right? So if I go 2 miles and I do it 9 times, then my arc length is 18 miles. In other words, the length that I traveled was 18 miles. Okay? I just happened to do it in a circular path. Okay? Well, now the other thing I need to do is I need to convert my time, which is 15 minutes, into hours. So when we want to do this, now we all know it's a quarter of an hour, or 0.25, or 1/4, however you want to do it. But remember that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Now the reason I put the hour on top and the minutes on bottom for my conversion factor is I want to cancel the minutes. So what I'm left with is T is equal to 15 over 60 hours. And if you reduce that, it reduces it down to 1/4 of an hour. Okay? Okay. So now here's the interesting thing. My linear speed V, right? So this is the linear speed. You should have this written down on your notes already, but let's just remind ourselves of what all these variables mean. This is my linear speed V. This is the arc length. The arc length just means the length that I've traveled in a circular path. And then this is time. So my linear speed is equal to my arc length, which in this case is 18 miles per 1/4 of an hour. And so remember that when you divide by a fraction, it's the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So I get 18, well, let's write it this way. 18 times 4 over 1. And then the miles is on top. So it's miles per hour, right? That's what we want, is miles per hour. So then 18 times 4 is 72 miles per hour. That's it. That's our answer.